Welcome back to episode 22 of Sensory Scent, and this time we have Cuba, Cuba Prestige Legacy. This is a very cheap, uh, pretty sure this comes in a gift set, but I was sold this individually. Um, a very cheap gift set. It's the only one I kept of it, because it's the only one that actually smelled good in my opinion. The other one smelled like, I don't know, like bread and something, and the other one was just, too cheap. But this one, it's the only one that really smells good to me. And this one is, uh, it's, excuse me, it's, it is, give me a minute, I can't multitask, I can't type and think at the same time. I don't know why, I'm just like that. Um, okay then. It's, it is cheap, but it's not bad. It smells good. So, right off the top, sorry, I'm just making sure this is the right one. There's like 8 of these or something. But yeah, this looks right. Okay, anyhow. Main accords are citrus, aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, lavender, earthy, amber, mossy, white floral. And as for the season, this is kind of hard to read. Sorry, it says it is most rated, it's the highest rated, I mean, for, I can't tell if it's spring or summer because it's very close. Usually to fall and day. The least voted for is winter and night for some reason. And the description reads, Cuba Prestige Legacy by Cuba Paris is an amber woody fragrance for women and men. Cuba Prestige Legacy was launched in 2019. Top notes are grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, and black currant. Middle notes are lavender, jasmine, rosemary, and cardamom. Base notes are cedar, oak moss, vetiver, amber, and labdanum. Okay. People picked moderate mainly for longevity. People picked intimate as for the sillage of it. People picked more male for the gender of it, and then price value. People picked great value mainly. And, excuse me, that's been a long day. I'm tired. Um, People picked mostly that it reminds them of Guilty Pour Homme Gucci. Interesting. Anyhow, just reading reviews real quick. Anyhow, let's get into this. I've never actually. I was gonna wear this one today, but then I decided not to because I just wanted to get more of that Vince Camuto smoked oud. It's just too good. It really is. Right off the bat, though, it's really hard to describe. Let's see these. Let's see the atomizer. It's a strange one. This smells like something I've smelled before, but like a food or something. Probably the citrus, but no. There's just an initial like. Oh, man, it is cheap when it's in the air. It's not terribly cheap. It's not. I don't think to a normal person this would be registered as cheap, but to somebody that knows colognes, likely even more than I do. I don't claim to be a master on the topic or deeply knowledged in it, but to me it's cheap. It smells cheap. But I think if you were just an average person that didn't know anything about it, you'd probably not really think of it that way. But anyhow, yeah, sorry. It is so hard to describe. I'm just gonna get into this. I can't even begin to describe it off the bat because there's just so many different things going on in this. It's also making my sinuses clog up a little bit, which is not usually a good sign. It's almost kind of like an alcoholic scent to it, but not like the usual alcohol blast that you get from a cheap cologne, but more like a rum or something. It's weird. There's definitely regular alcohol in there, though. So, as for the accords, I'm gonna once I get this dried down a little bit, I'm gonna go over the accords, and then I'm gonna go over the notes because I feel like that's probably the better pattern, not pattern, the better layout to choose. No, there's a word for it, but it's not coming to me right now. I'm gonna fold this. Oh, it's so weird. It doesn't. I don't know, man. This is a weird one. It's not bad weird. You know what it kind of smells like? It kind of smells like freshly cut grass. In a way. Like the greenness of it. It's reminding me of that. But citrus, yeah, I could kind of see that. Aromatic, of course. What cologne isn't really aromatic, you know what I mean? Woody, kind of. Fresh spicy? Not really, honestly. It's not really too spicy at all. It is a little bit, but not terribly. Lavender? Yeah, a little bit. Earthy? Yeah. Not quite like dirt type earthy, but like dank type earthy. You know what I mean? Amber? Yeah. Mossy? Well, maybe that's what the green fresh cut grass is coming out of. So maybe. White floral? There's like kind of a floral note to that, I guess. Let's go over these notes real quick. So, top notes of grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, and blackcurrant. I smell like multiple citrus type notes going on in there. Not really picking up on any individual one, and the blackcurrant. Let's see what that smells like. Let's check it out real quick. Oh, okay, that's good to know. A tangy fruit note with a very characteristic ammoniac cat piss nuance sourced from the green leaf buds. That is not me pulling that out of my ass. It is quite literally what it says in the description on the Fragrantica page. So that's good to know. A very important note for creating green, minty, and fruity notes in perfumes. So maybe that could be what I'm picking up on. I don't smell really any ammonia type smells, but I do smell green, and I smell like citrusy notes, but I can't quite pin down which one it is that's coming through. As for the middle notes, lavender, jasmine, rosemary, and cardamom, I mean, not really too much lavender coming through on there to me. I do definitely smell cardamom and a bit of rosemary, jasmine. Give me a sec, I'm looking into what it... Sweet, white, floral, opulent, can be more indolic or greener and fresher when synthesized in the lab. Yeah, there's a bit of a floral note in there, that might be what it is. It's not terribly bright, I'll put it that way, but let's see. Base notes: cedar, oak moss, vetiver, amber, and labdanum. There's a very, very, very mild like woodsy note in there. I'm gonna guess it's probably the cedar. Oak moss. What does this smell like? Let's see. I've read these 1,001 times before, but I don't remember. You know what I mean? An inky, bitter-smelling, forest floor evocative prized essence coming from the lichen that grows on oak trees in Europe, harvested in the Balkans. Nowadays severely restricted. Yeah. Blah blah blah. I've already read this. Um, yeah, it is a bit bitter, inky on the undertone. Vetiver. That is the. That's like the smoky, dusty thing. Earthy and woody. Yeah, I think that's in there. I think it's going hand in hand with the cedar, the amber. Yeah, definitely. It's not. It's hard to describe it. It is definitely powdery, like amber tends to be sometimes. And as for the labdanum, forget what this one read as. A deep, powerful, leathery and ambery note. I think that's probably going with the amber in there. Yeah, yeah, I'd say that's in there too. So overall, I'd say it's mostly accurate to what the Fragrantica notes read. And I'm trying to find some prices on this because I got this probably for like $3. I'm seeing one for $7.99 USD. Oh wow, the big ones. 3 fluid ounces are like $30. Jesus, I honestly. Okay, so I found one on eBay for $8.67. That looks to be the cheapest for a single one of this size. Honestly, I wouldn't buy it for that price. It's not terribly great. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite. It's not the worst. I will say it's better than the ombre leather from Milestone by leagues. Um, what would I rate this? Hmm. Give me a second. It does smell better coming from the nozzle, the atomizer. Uh, 7 seems a bit too high, but 5 seems a bit too low. I'm gonna give it a 6.5, just in between. 6.5 out of 10. This isn't really something I'd go out of my way to wear unless I didn't have anything else to wear. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of like a leave in your glove box type scent or something if you don't give a fuck about your fragrances and you just don't really care what happens to them. This is for like cheap people that want to spend a little bit more and smell good, but you know, I can't say I would really wear this. I can't say I would go out of my way to wear it unless I absolutely had to. I was planning to do it today and I just decided I really want to do this to myself because what if I don't like it? You know what I mean? And it sucks wearing a cologne for, all day that you don't like. So, yeah. 6.5 out of 10. It's not the worst, not the best, but it's better than ombre leather. So anything that's better than ombre leather is good to me. You know what I mean? But yeah. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 22 of Sensory Sense, and I will see you tomorrow with I got countless other things I can review. I just don't know what yet, but you'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one.